Hi, everyone. Jason here again from Camps with Friends. And in today's interview, we are talking to Amy from Enriching Kidz in Mason, Ohio. Amy, say hi to everyone and give us a brief introduction as to who you are.
I am Amy Klebanow Marks, and I am the owner of Enriching Kidz. And Enriching Kidz has been around for 31 years in the greater Cincinnati, Columbus, and Dayton area um, in the Midwest. So, yeah, I'm really excited to be here.
That's really great, Amy. You've been on our platform for quite a while, so I actually know you quite well. But for the people who don't know you, have never heard of Enriching Kidz before, what is it that you folks are doing over there?
Well, Enriching Kidz really looks at children and life skills. And so the majority of our classes are for 8 to 12-year-olds. Sometimes it goes up to 14-year-olds. We always have new classes coming on board. But basically, we're looking for kind of a niche where parents don't have time to teach them life skills and schools don't have time either. So we're kind of filling that niche. So we're really excited. We've had a huge following in this area, but we also do online classes on Zoom, and those have been a big hit as well. So, yeah.
Great. I know. So a little bit of a success story for people. My daughter, Kira, actually did the Enriching Kidz online Better Babysitters class. And she actually had a pretty big gig this weekend with one of our neighbors who went down to the Cowboys game for the day. And so my daughter actually got to babysit their two kids from 9 a.m. until 11 p.m.
Oh my goodness, that is
So
a
it was a
long
big
day.
day. She came home with wads of cash and was very excited. But why don't you using that as a segue, tell us a little bit about the different kinds of classes and courses that you offer kids.
Well, the first class we offered was the Better Babysitter class because my background is nursing actually, and I really wanted to share with kids my knowledge just about taking care of other kids and CPR training and the Heimlich maneuver and first aid. So the nursing part of me kind of out in that class. And it's really been great because we really have figured out how to make kids laugh, how to really have them enjoy the class. Um, Also teaching them the important skills and things that they need to learn, like interviewing skills. They need to interview parents, marketing skills. They need to figure out how to market themselves safely.
Yep.
We also have some empowerment skills in there as well, that you have the right to say no to anybody, especially an adult who's asking you to do something that you're just not comfortable with. So we're kind of using a lot of my own knowledge of what I think is really important and putting it into the Better Babysitter class. So we also have a Kidz Home Alone class that came second after Better Babysitters because there was a lot of kids taking the babysitting class, but they really weren't ready to babysit, but they wanted the information as far as safety for being home alone. So that's been a huge hit as well. And then those classes, we just opened it up to an Empowering Girls with Confidence class. I personally love art, so I thought it was really important to expose kids to different kinds of art. So one of the classes that we're doing is a pottery wheel class. We also added a sewing class, a hand sewing class. We had a class called artistic expression for kids, because we wanted to talk about mood and color, and so they could express themselves in that regard. And then we also added a Stress Less Kidz class because these kids are so scheduled and so stressed, and there's just a lot of pressure for kids these days to kind of succeed and be competitive to get in college, and it's just really harming our kids, I believe. And so we came up with a class called Stress Less Kidz, and that one is also online. So and then we've added other classes too, like a puzzles, problem solving and decision making class, because kids have a hard time kind of making decisions and what goes into making a decision or a problem,
Yeah.
or solving a problem.
Yeah.
So we have kind of the classes are fun, but they also teach them really important life skills that they can use for the rest of their life. So we're really
And
excited.
so you mentioned some of those classes are available online, right? So which of those classes are?
We're doing the Better Babysitters, Kidz Home Alone, Stress Less Kidz, and we also have a self-paced Kidz Home Alone class online. So they can just take their time and use it. And it's really a lot of fun. It was designed by a fifth grade teacher.
Mhm.
And there is just a lot of different games and questions. They can do it with their parents or without their parents, or they do have to have a conversation with their parents at some point about what they're learning. So we're really excited about that too. Yeah.
Let's sort of come closer to home, and let's talk a little bit about, because I know you do a lot of your classes. Actually, you actually fill in for a teacher sometimes, or so you're actually involved in schools. Is that correct? How does that work?
We do after school enrichment classes. We also do camps during the summer. Now they're not overnight camps, but we do our classes over several days. We actually just started an acting class as well, and that's available in the Cincinnati area. And that's a 5 day a week, or 1 week, I should say, camp. So the professor, the teacher was a professor at a local college here, and also was one of the main characters at our Playhouse in the Park that we have here for the Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
So anyway, we try to get really quality teachers and make sure that the people that we send to the kids are, experts in their field. We really
Yeah.
try um, to make that happen.
Yeah, and I bet that the specific types of courses that you're offering, there's a bunch of sort of social, emotional kind of benefits for these kids, right?
Well, absolutely. So first of all, they get to hang out with their friends, or if it's during the summer, they get to meet new friends too, because kids come from all over the place to take our in-person classes. And then also for our online classes, they are meeting people from across the country. So that's really nice for them. And the social, we do the Empowering Girls with Confidence. We really make sure that kids are feeling really good about themselves. And it really is tricky around the time they, are in puberty, because they start to really figure out who they are. And there's a lot of peer pressure there. So we give them some exercises to really make sure that they feel um, that they're okay with who they are.
Yeah.
And then the life skills class too, we just try to make sure that they are understanding where the stress or how it affects them, and also, how they can come up with strategies to kind of alleviate or decrease some of that stress for themselves.
Yeah.
So it's a very organic way of teaching kids, because we give them things to smell and things to taste. And it's been wonderful. It's a great way to, and we always do classes on their level.
Hmm.
So we don't give them concepts that they really can't understand.
Yeah.
So we really try to understand, or I'm sorry, we really try to teach them um, the the social and emotional part of themselves. So
Yeah. Can you talk us through quickly, or maybe name or list some of the schools, because you actually offer them on the school premises, right? And so I know in those schools you already, you're involved in those schools and you have connections with them. Maybe there's someone watching this video who didn't really know about it, but you're in their sort of local area. What are some of those schools or locations that you're involved in already?
in Cincinnati, we're in Lakota, Loveland, Forest Hills, Milford. Um, we're in a lot of the Catholic schools. I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. What am I missing? We're at Wyoming Rec, Miami Township Rec, and then in Dayton, we're at Beaver Creek Rec, Oakwood Rec, Kettering. In Columbus, we're in New Albany Rec, we're in Worthington Schools, we're in Powell Rec, we are, let's see,
Wow. Yeah.
Bill, Dublin Rec. Yeah, we were in a lot. So anybody that's interested, that just can come to our website and look at all the offerings, or just give me a call. We also offer, if you have a group of kids in your neighborhood that want to take a particular class, and we can organize that, or you can organize it with the kids and we just come to you and we teach the class. We've taught at people's houses, we've taught at churches, we do a lot of Girl Scout troops. So we're really flexible with location. And we also give the organizing parent a free tuition as well. So
is there an opportunity perhaps for, maybe there's a teacher that is somewhere else in the country. Is there an opportunity perhaps for them to get in touch with you and start offering these same classes in her area or his area?
Yes. Yeah, I don't know if you're going to put my phone number down there, but I'm always willing to talk to people about, expanding the business. That's just, yeah, absolutely, they can do that.
So we know that the business is Enriching Kidz. The website is enrichingkidz.com, correct? But it's with a Z.
Right. So it's ENRICHINGKIDZ as in zebra.com. Or it's Amy at enrichingkidz.com.
Yeah, so Amy at enrichingkidz.com. And your phone number for people to get hold of you at?
My phone number is 513-560-9123.
Great. That's awesome. Well, Amy, I think that's been great. I've actually learned a little bit about this call. I didn't realize you were in so many schools and rec centers. That's crazy.
It is.
And is there anything else you'd like to kind of end off, tell parents about?
I think that a lot of the students that we teach are so excited and learn so much. A lot of parents have told me, oh my gosh, I never even would have thought to teach my child that. That's really amazing, especially in the Kidz Home Alone and the Better Babysitter class. So we try over all the years that we've been doing this to really keep improving the class, because maybe a kid will say something like, oh, and I say to myself, oh my gosh, you should include that. We also have the police and fire department come to our classes for Kidz Home Alone and Better Babysitter, so they hear it from the horse's mouth that it's okay to call 911. It's all right. You're not going to get in trouble. So it's really been a labor of love. This whole 31 years has been something I just love doing.
Wow. That's really great, Amy. We're obviously wishing you the best of luck. People can find you obviously on campswithfriends.com, and then obviously enrichingkidz.com as well. Yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna end the video, and then thanks so much for joining me, and then I'm gonna end the video and we can wrap up after that.
All right, thank you.